Every single year, a single number dictates whether 75 million American retirees can afford their groceries. For 2026, that number is 2.8%. On paper, that looks like progress, but for the average retired worker, a 2.8% increase amounts to roughly $56 a month. This annual adjustment is called the COLA, or Cost of Living Adjustment. The government established it as a built-in shield, designed specifically to protect fixed incomes from the rising price of rent, food, and gas. Yet, if you ask the people actually relying on these checks, that shield feels paper-thin. Instead of feeling secure, seniors report falling further and further behind. To understand why this safety net feels like an anchor, we have to audit exactly where that $56 goes and watch how quickly it evaporates. The government built this system back in 1975 to counter severe inflation. The rule was straightforward. As everyday prices climb, Social Security checks climb with them. But that simple matching principle is immediately compromised. The yearly raise rarely arrives intact. The first trapdoor in our audit is Medicare Part B. Those premiums jumped nearly 10% this year. The government doesn't send you a bill for that increase. They deduct it directly from your Social Security check before the money is ever printed. For millions of seniors, a massive chunk of their promised raise is administratively confiscated to cover healthcare before it ever hits their bank account. That explains part of the missing money. But there is a systemic data error baked into the math itself, specifically in a formula called the CPIW. The CPIW is the mathematical index the government uses to calculate the annual inflation raise, but it explicitly tracks the daily spending habits and expenses of working Americans, not retirees. Those two groups spend money very differently. Seniors allocate a vastly larger percentage of their fixed income specifically to healthcare and prescription drugs. This chart shows the friction. Healthcare costs inflate aggressively, while consumer goods trace a flatter path. By using working demographic data, the formula inherently suppresses the final COLA percentage, completely missing the true economic pain seniors experience at the pharmacy counter. Because the government measures the wrong shopping cart, the mathematical formula designed to protect seniors mathematically guarantees they will fall behind. Tally the final audit and the math is clear. Between the automatic Medicare deductions and the flawed inflation formula, that initial $56 raise is functionally erased. Look at this downward trending chart mapping purchasing power over time. It reveals that despite annual raises, the average Social Security payment has lost 13.7% of its buying power since 2010. These record-high percentage jumps reveal the extent of the economic damage. A high COLA signal means that by the time the adjustment arrives, retirees have already been absorbing months of punishing price spikes. Extreme inflation damages the senior's wallet first. The high COLA that follows is merely a lagging, reactive patch, applied an entire year too late. The human consequence is severe. Seniors are crushed in a vice, trapped between static, lagging income and rapidly accelerating daily costs. Until the CPIW formula is abandoned and updated to reflect the true realities of retirement, the system will continue to fail its primary objective. Evaluate the data and decide for yourself. Is the annual COLA announcement actually fixing the crisis, or simply maintaining an illusion of relief for 75 million people?